Oh, that is a big beefy boy right there. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, they've definitely put care into this. So we definitely went the right way from Wither to Ender Dragon to Warden. So the texture pack that we're reviewing in today's Throwback Thursday review is Magic and Beyond Texture Pack by CaptainSparklez. It's considered a mashup and it's currently rated 4.5 stars from 160 reviews. It currently costs 990 mine tokens, which is the equivalent of £4.99 in my local currency, and it says step into a world of magic and adventure for a new legendary story with all new revamped blocks, items, characters, mobs and vibrant colors. Become the hero of your own fairy tale with this fantasy texture pack. Ready for 1.21, 2,500 plus amazing medieval fantasy textures, overhauled 3D armor, animated blocks, 5 custom skins, and exciting magical models for your world. It all sounds very exciting, so let's get this texture pack reviewed. If you like wrestling game content, any game content, or reaction content, check out Dazman Wrestling, Dazman Plays, or Dazman Reacts. Links in the description. Or maybe you'd like to be one of the first people to purchase from the Dazman merch store by going to dazmanmerch.live or going to the link in the description and checking out what's available. Hello and welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Dazman, and we are here in a brand new creative world for the Magic and Beyond texture pack. I don't know what to expect from this. This is what I love about Throwback Thursdays. I have no idea what to expect. I'm thinking fantasy, but there's a lot of promise in the description to this texture pack. I'm seeing fantasy textures, 3D armors, animated blocks. Man, I don't know what to expect, but I am very excited. Looking at it, it doesn't have too much of a different feel. I mean, it feels like there's a little bit of a fog off in the distance, but that could just be my rendering settings. It doesn't mention a fog at all, but it feels like there is kind of something just off in that rendering distance as we go, just blocking some view. Other than that, it feels very vanilla Minecrafty in terms of colors. There's no real vibrance, there's no real lack of vibrance. It's all kind of samey. When we look at the UI and the creative menu though, we've got this rather fancy regal UI, the gold and the brown. But when you're looking at it in the creative menu like we are here, I have to be honest with you, it feels a little bit noisy. Let's start scrolling down. Remember, you can pause if there's a certain block that you want to have a look at. Yeah, it feels noisy, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you probably have to use this for a little while before your eyes get used to where blocks are and how things look. But that gold trim can be quite a bit overpowering when you're looking at so many images. Maybe that's just me, I'm not sure, but you know, I like to be fair, I like to be honest, sometimes to a fault, sometimes to a nitpick. But yeah, that's gonna be that. Remember guys, if you enjoy this texture pack review as you're watching along, please do hit the like button. If you have an opinion that is the same as mine, differing to mine, or you just want me to hear your opinion, please let me know in the comments. Suppose I won't hear it, I'd read it, but I'd love to read it, so please do leave a comment. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. That is enough of me doing the YouTube waffle. Let's get down here and let's have a little look at what we've got going on. The water itself is a very nice blue, and then it's got almost like a cobblestoney effect. It's moving, it's got a bit of an animation going to it. Very, very nice, very, very clean. We've got quite a clean stone. It feels a little bit blurry to me. I'm starting to think I've got bad eyes. My anti-aliasing, or however you say the word, is set to the highest, and I still see a little bit of blur, a little bit out of focus. But it is what it is. For me, maybe it's a little bit different for you. I'm not sure. What do you guys see? Got some gravel here, feeling a bit cobblestoney as well. If we go over here to the trees, I mean, we'll see these in the armory. There isn't too much to look at. The leaves do feel very blocky, very full blocks as well. Hardly any transparency, if at all. I mean, very tiny amounts of transparency in there. As we go over here, we're going to start with this sheep first of all. Quite a basic sheep. Looking at, we've got a little bit of detail to add some texture here. Looking at the face, we've got the black face with the black legs. I feel like that's 2 Throwback Thursdays in a row that we've got that. If we shear him, okay, so we've got an under texture as well, as you would expect. So I can respect that, to be honest with you. Very, very nice. If we go over here, there was a cow. And when I saw the cow looked a little bit different. I absolutely hate looking for mobs in treed areas. It's very difficult to see what we need to see. We've got a pig over here. Okay, it's a bit of a speckled pig. Two-tone. We've got the pink, which is kind of a soft pastel-y pink. And then we've got the brown specks on here. Do we have any mob variation? No, it's the one texture all the way through. Fair enough. I like it. It's a nice change from the standard Minecraft pig. I'm always a fan of that. Any type of change that brings ownership, I do like that. And it's a nice soft pink, which is cool, not overbearing at all. Where's a sheep or a chicken? If we could see those, that would be a great. There's a horse over here. Oh no, they're not horses, they're camels. Correct me. There we go. Okay, quite standard, very smooth texture going on here. Do you guys mind coming out of each other like that? Yeah, very almost similar to a sheep in texture there. What about what we're looking for? The cow and the chicken. Little lily of the valley over here as well. We don't see them very often anymore. Interesting. Other than that though, a lot of the textures, they're very inoffensive. Not much going on. Not too drastic of a change. It kind of keeps that essence of vanilla Minecraft. That essence of base Minecraft without changing too much. Here we go. I knew the cow had changed. We've got a light and a brown cow, two-tone cow as well. Very nice. Any variations upon this? Probably not. Of course not. Changing that base cow, but still kind of keeping to what we're all expecting. That works for me. Made it their own. Lovely little bit of ownership. I like it. I do. And you immediately feel like you're getting something for your money. 990 mine tokens. Not exactly the cheapest texture pack going. You need to feel like you're getting something for your money. And I need to feel like we're finding chickens. So where is a chicken? Alright, it's not a chicken, but it does seem to have wings. We've got a horse with wings. Okay, little black and white horse going on here. Was not expecting to see wings. Do all horses have wings? Yes, all horses in their various different tones and shades, even as a kid, have wings. We've got flying horses. I have a feeling they're kind of like penguins in the sense that they don't actually fly. But I like that, keeping to that fantasy theme. That's also a good thing. When a texture pack has a theme and chooses to keep to it, it's always a plus, you know. You don't want a texture pack that's bouncing around. It breaks the immersion. Here's the chickens. Here we go. Quite base chickens, really. I mean, they're a little bit turkeys with the giblets and stuff going on. You got the white and then the kind of eggshell white going on there as well. Okay, not reinventing the wheel too much, but definitely bringing their own flair, their own addition to the textures. I can like that, at least for the mobs. Like I say, the real world effect feels a little bit vanilla-y, but again, fine. Let's see what happens. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what feeling we get from this texture pack. We're going to head over to a village now, and we're going to see what villagers look like. Alright, so we've literally travelled for nearly 1,000 blocks, probably more in fact, but we found ourselves a village tied to a spruce forest and a beach. Very interesting placement for this. When we're looking at the blocks, again, it doesn't feel too crazy, maybe a little bit more highly defined with some of the line arts, the cobblestone, a little bit smoothed out, cleaned up, high definition maybe, or at least a higher definition than base Minecraft, but it still keeps that flair. There's nothing I'm looking at here and I'm like, oh, that really changes everything. We've got the villager here as well. In fact, I've just seen that the sun is about to go down and I do not want any hostile mobs here at the moment. It's very difficult on this UI to see which button you're on, so we're kind of flipping back and forth. We've got a villager here, again keeping that same Minecraft feel. He's got a little button nose, not got the big villager nose, little button nose there. Okay, I suppose they've added a little bit more character to the textures, but it still feels very base Minecraft. What about the golem? Where was the golem? I have seen him. He was walking around. There he is. Okay. All right, not too much of a change. Oh, I like the heart. The heart's nice. Always a nice touch to drape him in a bit of vinage. But again, not reinventing the wheel. Almost a little bit disappointing in how little there is changes to both the villagers and the golems. That's just me. I'm seeing Magic and Beyond is the texture pack. I'm kind of expecting a bit more. I kind of am. But we're going to keep on going. This texture pack by CaptainSparklez, you know, big YouTuber, I believe. I don't know too much about his content, but hopefully he's seeing everybody right. Let's turn it to nighttime and let's see what hostile mobs look like. Okay, so as the sun sets off in the distance, we've got the clouds in the background. I do feel like Minecraft comes alive at night. We've got a nice custom moon over there, and then this is just kind of how it feels at night. The overall aesthetic and atmosphere. Let's drink a night vision potion. Let's get the mobs out here and let's see what they look like indeed. So, nothing spawning yet. I thought that would trigger it. It didn't. We've got some drowns that we'll be looking at in a bit. Aha! We have a spider. Okay, weird marking on the back, but again, it's very, very simple, very basic. This got very bright just then as well. Weird marking on the back, in fact. It's clean, it's smooth, but not really much to sing about, in my opinion. We have to take into consideration how clean everything looks, though. It does really look well put together. We've got a creeper here, bit of TNT stuck inside him. Okay, a little bit of 3D going on there as well with the TNT sticking out. Again, not reinventing the wheel. Disappointing. Over here, I believe there's a skeleton. Same again, really. I mean, he's wearing what looks like was supposed to be an arrow bag on his back, but it doesn't really give off that effect. Pure white skeleton, a little bit boring, a little bit blasé. I don't know. I really don't. What about zombies? Do we have any zombies? Very bright red lava, should be said. Let's get over here and have a little look in the open air. Is there any zombies? It's very difficult because you can tell it's been put together well, right? You can tell it's been made very well. There's high definition textures, or maybe high definition is the wrong word. Like, it's very high quality textures, you know. They're clean, they're not noisy, they're not dirty, they're fine, but then not a lot's changed. Although saying that, we've got this zombie over here. This feels different. It does. It's got the weird, I don't know what that is called that goes around him, to be fair. We've got some exposed skull. I mean, I've seen it done better in other texture packs. Of course I have. I've seen better 3D texture packs that do the same effect. But it's nice to see that they've changed some stuff. It's nice to see that they've added their own little flair. Is it enough to give it a big score? We'll find out at the end. Let's go and find ourselves an ocean monument and let's see what the underwater mobs look like. Alright, so we're flying up above the ocean monument. We still got the night vision potion on, which is probably making a lot of the colours a bit more vibrant. But it is a very nice green and blue combination above the water here. I do like that. I do believe prismarine is changing colour as well from green to blue. We'll find out for certain now. Oh, it's a nice... I don't think I've seen this texture of prismarine brick before. That's a nice texture, that is. Yeah, I like that. I do believe this is going from blue to green. The gradient there, yes, it definitely is. Very, very nice. What about over here? Oh, we got a Guardian over here. Okay, Guardian seems to be incorporating the prismarine brick design. Not perfectly, but it does seem to be there. It's got kind of a blotchy eye. Probably got some bad vision going on there. Nice though, not bad at all. Clean sea lantern there as well. Okay. Let's have a quick look in here at the Elder Guardian. Okay. Completely inverted. Brown Elder Guardian. Massive eye there as well. Okay. I love the eyes on Elder Guardians. They just feel 3D. Look at that. Yeah, alright. Cool, cool. Still kind of using the same design. It's not perfect. It's a little bit more maybe natural, I guess. Whoa, hello. Alright though, I like the design, I do. Do we have any drowned around? We're missing drowned. I promised that we would have a look at drowned. It doesn't look like we've got any drowned. This is a drownedless ocean for some reason. Alright, so we've actually had some drowned spawned here. I didn't need to spawn them in myself. They're very similar to zombies though. I know they're like cousins to a zombie, but wow, very similar in fact. Can we get one that has a trident maybe? There we go. All right, it's a yellow trident. A little bit underwhelming. I have to be completely honest. I have to be. It's the main reason why I've made these reviews. I have to be honest. This has felt a little bit underwhelming. I liked the passive mobs. I haven't really been blown away by villagers, villages, or hostile mobs. I do like the monument though, I have to be honest with you. I do like the monument, and the guardians look okay, but nothing really just blowing me away. Let's head over to the armory and let's see what these overhauled 3D armors and a whole ton of other stuff look like. Alright, so we're at the armory now, and as always we're going to start off with the trees. This is more of just a visual check for you guys at this point. There's only so much I can really say about trees. They're very, like I said before, the leaves, very heavy on the leaves. There isn't too much transparency or any real detail. We've got that wandering trader over there as well. But yeah, I mean, they're there, I guess. The doors, same again, just kind of a visual check for you, like the different styles of doors. Some of them look really nice. You can tell care has been put into the detail. Then we got the beds, so it's ending the kind of run that we were on of all the different beds with the different styles and designs on them. This is more consistent all the way through. We've got the trapdoors down here too. Over here we've got the oars as well. Aha, here seems to be the animated blocks that they were talking about, with that animated glow. Very blurry though on some of these blocks. Maybe it's because my TV's too big, I don't know. That could be a flex, who knows. We've got the heavy core looking very clean. Then you've got the different styles of glass. They look really nice. They do look really, really nice. Same as the panes as well. Look very, very nice. And then if we just take a little step back, we can have a little look over here at all of the different styles of blocks. We've got the half slab, the double slabs, and then the full blocks. No variations between the double slabs and the full blocks. They look identical, which, you know, that must take a lot of hard work to make them into completely separate blocks. So I can see why previous texture packs sing about it when they do it, and I can also see why texture packs don't do it as standard. Some of these blocks though, they're very nice. They're very well designed, very clean, very highly prominent line designs. Yeah, okay, that's cool. If we go over here, oh no, hang on, before we do that, we've got the paintings as well. I love the frames. I love the frames on the paintings, taking over some of that medieval feeling and some of that fantasy feeling with some of the art as well. Very nice. Yeah, they're nice. They're not bad at all. Nice little touch. So looking at the leather armor here, kind of feels like an Eskimo jacket, to be honest with you. The way the hood comes over and then is kind of padded. Yeah, that feels like this is more of like a cold weather, which makes sense because I think leather's worked on like packed or whatever it is, snow, right? That weird snow that's in the game now. I always forget the name. But leather is good for that. So that probably makes sense. The colours, inoffensive. Then you've got the weaponry. So immediately you've got the sword with the kind of vine ties. Yeah, just showing it's a very primitive, basic tool. Then we've got the stone. Just double check that. Excuse me. Yeah, different design on the stone tools. Still keeping some primitive wrappings and stuff, just to show that it is a very basic tool. Only second tier. Not a fan of the chainmail. No transparency. You guys know that. Definitely seeing the 3D here though, with the horns, the little wraparound thing. Yeah, definitely seeing the 3D. The 3D looks nice. Just give me my transparency, man. I need transparency. We've got the iron tools here. Iron looking a little bit dull as a grey as a whole. Could have done with that being like lightened up a little bit, but you know, that's a nitpick. I like this. This is definitely a more bulky armor here though. Loving that kind of helmet there. All right, fair enough. The gold, again, brighten it up a little bit. Add some vibrancy in here. Just double check. That feels a bit samey on the old iron and gold sword. And then same again for the diamond as I look ahead. So a little bit, oh no, there's a bit of a change there. Anyways, we're here for the gold. I mean, I'm getting more of a fireman's outfit here. I don't know about you guys. You got the fireman's helmet and then kind of the suit that they wear when they go running into burning buildings. Loving the 3D again, though. It's just such a nice detail. If you can do 3D, make sure you do. The diamond sword, yeah, that's a different design. Not sure what's going on here with this thick base, but okay. I like the color as well. The color looks good. Oh, that is beefy. Look at that. It's definitely what a king wears. That is nice. That is very, very nice. Yes. Bulky and nice. And then netherite. A bit of black, a bit of gold. Dirty gold. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that is good. That is hefty right there. No, look at a tight, or like the mace looks very untidy. I don't know what's going on with the mace there. But yeah, oh, between the diamond and the netherite for me, I'm not sure which one's my favorite. Let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. We're going to head back to the main world. We're going to have a look at the nether. We're going to see what's going on. All right, so into the nether we go. Again, you get a little view of the UI. Very, very nice and regal. And we're in a red biome again. That seems to happen a lot. Obsidian looking quite purple. Nice and clean. The actual portal itself, a little bit noisy, but it's working. And then you've got that heavy red biome. Is it Crimson Nylium? Yeah, Crimson Nylium looking massively red. I love it. I love red. I do love red. So it's nice. Always starts the nether off well when we spawn in this biome, I find. So we have a little look around. Look at the lava. The lava is so dark. Wow, okay. We get a darker ambient feel, or a darker ambience feel, sorry, to the nether. Makes it feel a little bit more gloomy, a little bit more darkness maybe. I'm not sure. Feels like there's a bit of a fog as well, just kind of really making visibility difficult. There's a bastion over there as well. Look at how that comes into view. That is so nice. All right, yeah, that is a good feeling. Very good feeling. And then how is it going to transition when we go into the warped, whatever this is called? Yeah, you get that purple in the background. A very slight variation there. All right, that was nice. That was a nice transition. We'll transition back real quick. Yeah, that feels quite nice. Where are some mobs? Do we have any ghasts? I love looking at the ghast. I don't know why. We've got some piglins over here. One-eyed, apparently. Either that or he just likes me. I'm not sure. Hardly any clothing going on there. Not sure why. Okay. Interesting design choices there. We've got a hoglin here as well. Hoglin feeling very detailed, I think is a good way to put that. Interesting. I love the overall feel of the nether here. It is very nightmare inducing. It's very, you know, you're going to die in this biome if you're not careful. And I'm not careful. So, oh, that was another nice transition there. Let's try and find a fortress and we'll try and find a ghast at the same time. All right, so buried inside this crimson biome, we've got the fortress. We've also got a magma cube here as well. Again, very dark. Kind of looking a bit like the, well, not like the lava texture itself, but in terms of the darkness, a bit like the lava. Apologies for me trying to fight back coughing, by the way. I am really struggling still with a cough. And I do try to make sure it's not in the video. We've got the zombified piglin here. Not a lot of disease on him. No green, but definitely exposed skeleton. There's a bit of 3D there as well. Could do it a little bit more, but it's fine. It's all right. The blaze, almost looking a little bit like red sand. I've seen red sand look like this in textures. It doesn't feel as hot. I don't know why. Maybe that's just the thing that I'm seeing. I'm not sure. Do we have any wither skeletons around? We're still looking for a ghast as well. Let's get a feel of walking through here so you guys can see how that would look. This is a terrible fortress, my lord. Okay. Up and down, up and down. Oh, here we go. Wither skeleton, very boring. Very boring wither skeleton there. No real change at all. That's disappointing. Let's try and get to an open space so we can see a ghast. And then let's get the wither out here as well. Alright, so I've travelled ages away from the fortress to try and find this ghast. And okay, the face is definitely scary. The overall kind of texture for it is a little bit blasé. But when he finally turns around and you get to see his face, yeah, that is horror-inducing right there. I love that. I love the face. I could have done with a bit more around the sides or the back. What about on the top? What does the top look like? Yeah, nothing there. Like 3/4 of this is disappointing, but that one face, yeah, that one face is looking all right. I like that. I'll give that the benefit of the doubt, I think. Let's get the wither out here. Soul sand looking rather disgusting. Okay, get the boring wither skeleton on there. And then we get the wither out here. No real shocks with the shape of the wither. Hopefully there's something to talk about here with the wither. Okay, oh, it's got a nice gold motif. Nice little gold trim to him. Other than that, not much. But yeah, there is that nice little gold touch to it. I mean, am I easily pleased? Is it worth it? I don't know. But it's nice to see a little touch on there. A nice little design to make it its own. Let's head over to the end now. And let's go and see what the Ender Dragon looks like. And then an end city. Alright, so into the end we go. It's quite a standard end stone. Not too much different from anything else really. So we have a little look. Bit of a purple void, kind of a plain purple void. It works. It's not difficult to look at all, so that's okay. Some voids are absolutely terrible. The Enderman, look at that. The Enderman kind of blending in with the void there. Very difficult to see what's going on. Other than that, it's quite a basic texture. Not too much at all going on here. Really struggling for things to say. We've got a nice sort of vibrant purple Ender Dragon here. And it's not just a complete overcolor of purple. You can see there's different tones to it. We've got the spikes on the back, adding that 3D nature. You've got the torn and tattered wings. There's been some care here in the dragon. The dragon has had a glow up, I believe. Yeah, definitely looking a bit more ruthless. Definitely more care here than the wither got. So I can appreciate that. Very, very nice. Let's travel 1,000 blocks. Let's see what an end city looks like. Alright, so we've been traveling through the end. Absolutely fine. I've got no complaints at all with the void. In terms of the actual ambience of the end, as you look off into the distance, it takes a while for color to really come in. So as you get closer, the chorus fruit starts to pop with the purple. The purple blocks start to pop with the color, but off in the distance there's a lot more grey and darkness. I think that's the fog that we were talking about at the beginning. So that's a real interesting effect coming in there. I love the design of the blocks of the purple though. Such prominent art style here. It's very, very nice. And then we've got the shulker down here. A small touch of design, and then the little shulker inside's got a bit of purple on him too. Minor touches. Minor touches. Nothing really changing too much. Very minor touches. But the Ender Dragon looked very nice. So we have to see the positives for the negatives there. Let's head back to the main world. Let's go and see what an ancient city and a warden look like. Alright, so we're in the ancient city now. Kind of a standard skulk effect going on here. Not too much to write home about. It's been a very up and down texture pack, to be honest. I love the design of the Shrieker though. That is a very nice design. The sensors, the animation is quite fast, but it's okay. What's going on with the flame? The animation on the flame, stop and start. I don't like that. Do not like that at all. That's very weird. Flowing water is very clear. Okay. And then going through a lot of the blocks, again, very high quality, prominent design choices on these blocks. Lava still very brightly orange. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's a nice amount of stuff to like here. Obviously the skulk a little bit boring, but what can you say, you know? Let's get the warden out here. Alright, so I think the warden is about to spawn now. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that is a big beefy boy right there. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, they've definitely put care into this. So we definitely went the right way from Wither to Ender Dragon to Warden, because it definitely steps up the amount they've cared. Look at the 3D texture there. That is a very nice texture. I really like the 3D of that. He looks scary as all hell. Look at that. The bones coming out of him. Wow. Okay. That is a very good ending, I think. What am I going to give this texture pack out of 10? After seeing the Warden, I'm going for a strong 7 out of 10 in my opinion. Unfortunately, this texture pack leans on the side of being a bit too vanilla for me. When I read 2,500 plus amazing medieval fantasy textures, I expected a bit more, I have to be honest. A lot of it just gives me that base vanilla Minecraft feel, but what it does well, it does really well. I like the Ender Dragon, I like the Warden, I like the passive mobs, I like the overall ambience of the Nether and the End as well. So I want to respect the good things that it does, but I also just want to say it's not my kind of texture pack. So I'm going for a 7 out of 10. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree. It's absolutely fine either way. Tell me what you rate it out of 10 if you want to. I'd be happy to read it. Please make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this texture pack review. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace!